Trump derangement syndrome, that terrible affliction, is spreading. Several nurses, as we've told you across the nation, have lost their licenses or gotten canned altogether because of their incendiary comments targeting Trump supporters. Now, two of the most prominent cases were in Florida, including one male nurse who said he would, quote, not perform anesthesia for any surgeries or procedures for MAGA patients. Unbelievable. A second female nurse who wished harm on White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt, who, as you know, is pregnant with her second child, and got very graphic and nasty in what she said. Joining me now is the Attorney General from the great state of Florida, James Uthmeier, who took immediate action when some of these heinous stories first broke. Mr. Attorney General, welcome.
Glad to be here.
We know both of those nurses who said very outrageous things have been fired. Many others have been speaking out. What more can you tell us about the disciplinary action they're facing from the state nursing board? And what are your thoughts about just how heinous the whole thing is and how you prevent it from happening again? Because they just keep just saying horrible, horrible things.
Absolutely. Yeah, healthcare professionals, they do not have a First Amendment right to threaten harm on potential patients. This one nurse, she is a labor and delivery nurse, threatening our great White House press secretary, wishing her harm in childbirth. This can't happen. This is a danger to the safety of William and mothers and children that are out there. So we immediately suspended the licenses. They'll go through disciplinary proceedings, and I hope to have those licenses revoked for good.
Absolutely. Florida also cracking down, as you know better than anyone, on drivers who are illegal aliens. And starting tomorrow, driver's license tests will be available in English only. Comes after a series of accidents, including, we're showing it now, this deadly crash on Florida's Turnpike last summer, caused by an illegal alien driver accused of making an illegal U-turn, killing 3 people. You see the aftermath there. Sounds like a common sense measure. What took so long, and do you expect other states to follow, sir?
Well, here in Florida, for a long time now, we've prohibited illegal aliens from obtaining any driver's license, much less a trucker's license. But this tragedy, this guy that drove from California, really highlighted how dangerous the situation is across the country. A lot of other states, a lot of these license providers giving out licenses to people that do not speak English, that cannot even read road signs. So in Florida, we've got a good situation going, but we're going to further heighten the protections to make sure if you're behind the wheel of a dangerous vehicle, you better know how to speak English.
Well, you're certainly leading the way, and I hope a lot of other states around this great country will follow. There's been a great debate within your party, as you know, though, about whether ICE has gone too far with some of their tactics. Certainly President Trump gets a lot of credit for securing that southern border and doing a lot to get violent criminals out. But he just did an interview with NBC News, and he appeared to be shifting a bit on deportation, saying that the feds will only enter sanctuary cities if they're asked. Take a listen to this. I want to get your reaction.
You know, we do a good job. We don't get credit for it. I say they have to ask, and they have to say please. When a city is
who has to ask and who has to say please?
The mayor or the governor. I don't want to go and force ourselves into a city, even if their numbers are terrible.
So is that a wise approach to sort of moderate some of this ahead of the midterms amid some of the backlash in the media? Or do you worry that Republicans might give in too much to some of these Democrat sanctuary cities? Because I thought the president has been very firm, so have you, so has Governor DeSantis, in saying sanctuary cities have to go and that you're not going to be nice. You want to get the criminals out. Which is it?
Well, the problem we have is a lot of these sanctuary cities, they bring in illegals and then they leave and they spread and they drive big trucks into other states, endangering great states like Florida that enforce rule of law. But I think what you see in Minnesota, you got a lot of groups up there, a lot of paid activists that are out there trying to cause harm. You've got local law enforcement that's not keeping the peace. In Florida, we don't have any of those issues. Our state and local law enforcement, they work hand in hand with ICE. We do maintain the peace. And if people want to interfere with a federal investigation, if they want to hit, kick, or cause harm to federal law enforcement, we send a message. Where that's happened recently, we've arrested those people and they're going to do serious time. So you don't see those crazy stories here in Florida because we all work together. There is no chaos. There is no anarchy. We get the job done.
Same with Texas, but we can't say that that's happening in Minnesota, California, all these liberal states. James Uthmeier, we appreciate your time today, the Attorney General. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.